Good morning students. Today I am going to discuss about the vapor pressure. Okay. Vapor pressure. Generally vapor pressure is nothing but what here. Let us see first of all what do you mean by vaporization. Means the liquid which is converting into vapor. Means vapor means what here? Gas. Okay. The liquid which is escaping the vapor which is escaping from liquid, we call it as vaporization or evaporation. See here, whenever the vapor molecules, let us take a water. Okay, think that is a liquid. So when you leave like that, means in your open vessel, see this is a open vessel, this is a water. Okay, when you leave like this, the molecules, the vapor molecules will go outside. Means what? From the liquid, the vapor molecules is going outside at given pressure and temperature. That one we call it as vaporization or evaporation. So here mainly we are going to discuss about the two types, that is liquid to liquid and solid to liquid. See here liquid to liquid and solid to vapor pressure of solid and liquid solutions and liquid in liquid solutions we are going to discuss here. So coming to here, generally when we come to liquid solutions, means vapor pressure of solid and liquid to liquid solutions, we are going to have two types, that is evaporation and condensation. What do you mean by vaporization? The vapor molecules which is escaping from liquid, we call it as vaporization or evaporation. So vapor pressure is divided into two types, that is vapor pressure of solid in liquid solutions and liquid in liquid solutions. Now here again liquid in liquid solutions is divided into two types, that is evaporation, condensation. Evaporation, as I have told you already, escape into the space above the liquid. For example, means the vapors whatever it is presenting, it is escaping to the space. Okay, it will go into the space from the liquid. That one we call it as evaporation. Condensation means what? The vapor molecules is converted into liquid state. We call it as condensation here. Now these two things can be explained. On the basis of kinetic molecular theory. These two things can be explained on the basis of kinetic molecular theory, and here the molecules whatever we are taking, okay, in evaporation the molecules whatever we are taking, it is in random in motion. Means it will move from one place to another place. Means what? Here different directions it will show, means different molecules will show different direction. But here the average energy of the molecules means different molecules we are saying, means whatever the average energy we are taking at a given temperature, it will be remains constant. So simply I am taking an example here. In a vessel, it is a liquid, okay. Now I closed with an plate. So let us think this is a plate, okay. I closed with an container. This is an container. So what happens? Already vapor molecules are escaping in the atmospheric pressure. The gas is released outside. So what I have did here, I have taken in a vessel water. So this water, what will happen means, from this water the vapor molecules will move to the container and it touches the vessel. Okay, this is about vapor molecules. This is the liquid. And here what happening? The liquid is going. Yes or no? The liquid is going. Means what? The vapor molecules are going. See this one, from the liquid it is escaping into space now. So this one we call it as evaporation. And again, whatever the water droplets are formed on the container, again it is coming back to the liquid. Means what here? Condensation taking place. See, in a vessel I am taking, means in a glass I am taking water, I am covering with a plate. The glass is covered with a plate, okay. So whenever I am covering with a plate, it is forming on the plate the water bubbles, means the vapors. The bubbles, whatever it is present, that is a vapor, okay. That one we call it as vapor. So evaporation means what I have told, from the liquid it is escaping into the space. The vapors is escaping into the space, we call it as evaporation, okay. So here it is escaping, no, this one means from the liquid it is forming bubbles. That one we call it as evaporation. So after some time what will happen? Again the bubbles is converted into water. Means what will happen? This vapors again flows into the liquid, okay. So that process we call it as what here? Condensation, okay. So here at equilibrium condition, what happening? The rate of evaporation is equals to the rate of condensation. That only now happening here. Whenever the vapor molecules is containing to the container, again the vapor molecules is coming down as a condensation process. So that's why at equilibrium condition, what will say? Rate of evaporation equals to rate of condensation. So this is the general introduction of the vapor pressure of liquid in liquid solutions. But coming to here, the liquid in liquid solutions mainly depends upon the here nature of the liquid. Means evaporation depends upon nature of the liquid. Nature of the liquid I have explained you this one, okay. Next, surface of the liquid. Next one, temperature. Next one, flow of air current over the surface. So evaporation mainly depends on what? Nature of the liquid. So I have told you nature of the liquid means what here? The liquid molecules. From the liquid molecules, the vapors are escaping into the space. That one we call it as nature of the liquid. Okay. So coming to surface of the liquid, what here? Condensation process. Means what happening here? To the closed vessel, the container. Whatever the container containing vapor molecules, it is coming again to the liquid, means it is the surface of the liquid. So that one we call it a surface of the liquid. Now let us see temperature. What do you mean by temperature here? Generally when temperature of a liquid increases, automatically kinetic energy also increases. Okay, means the molecules will be attracting the condensing molecules, and also see here to the container closed vessel. I have with a closed vessel plate waters. Okay, so the vapor molecules, these are liquid molecules. So what happening? These molecules and these molecules will come and attract. Means already in liquid it is having molecules, and these molecules and these molecules coming and attracting. There will be intermolecular attractions, and after that it is escaping into vapor state. So finally what happens? When temperature of a liquid increases, automatically kinetic energy increases. Why kinetic energy is increasing? Because of the average molecules, it will show intermolecular attractions and escape into vapor state. Okay, so then what happens? Finally evaporation also increases. Okay, if temperature of a liquid increases, kinetic energy increases, evaporation increases. So when a liquid is heated, for example, if we are heating this liquid, when liquid is heated at a given temperature, so what will happen? That vapor pressure becomes, so whenever we are heating this liquid, so automatically this vapor pressure, so vapor pressure is equals to the atmospheric pressure, means outside of the atmospheric pressure. So this temperature we call it as boiling point of the liquid. See here, temperature in a cooling condition, what happening? Temperature of the liquid increases, kinetic energy increases. Why it is increasing? Because of the intermolecular attractions, and vapor molecules escapes outside. So that's why evaporation is also increasing. So coming to here, when we are heating this compound, automatically what happens when you heat water? So the gas molecules will go outside. Do you observe or not? A bubbles will go outside. Means what? The vapor pressure is going outside, which is equal to the atmospheric pressure. Means our nature pressure. So that one we call it as boiling point of the liquid here. Okay, so this is the boiling point of the liquid. So here boiling point of the liquid, whenever liquids with high vapor pressure at a given temperature will have low boiling point. This one we call it as volatile liquids. Okay, this is about temperature. So see here this is about temperature, this is about flow of air. So I have told you now, evaporation depends upon mainly nature of the liquid, surface of liquid, temperature, flow of air, current over the surface. So here, coming to temperature, what happening? Temperature of the, if we increase the temperature of a liquid, automatically kinetic energy increases, evaporation also increases. And when we heat this liquid, what will happen? The vapor pressure is equals to atmospheric pressure. So that one we call it as boiling point of the liquid. So liquid with high vapor pressure. So whenever it is having high vapor pressure at a given temperature, so automatically the boiling point will decrease. Yes or no? So when you are heating this compound at a given temperature, so vapor pressure is increasing, but what happening here? Boiling point is decreasing, means the cooling condition is decreasing and the heating condition is increasing here. So these type of things we call it as volatile liquids. So now let us see what do you mean by vapor pressure. Vapor pressure means what? The pressure exerted by a vapor at given liquid in equilibrium condition. We call it as, is known as vapor pressure. Okay. What do you mean by vapor pressure? Starting I have not told you about vapor pressure. I have told you about vaporization only. So because of this reason only I have not told you. So means what? The liquid, the vapors which is escaping from the liquid, we call it as vaporization or evaporation. It consists of two types, that is liquid to liquid, means vapor pressure of solutions in liquid and solid in liquid solutions. Coming to liquid in liquid solutions, it consists of two types, that is evaporation and condensation. Evaporation can be explained due to kinetic molecular theory, and evaporation is also random in motion. It means different molecules will show different directions. Okay, so generally evaporation depends upon four types, that is nature of solid, surface of solid, temperature and flow of a current over the surface. Nature of liquid means what here? Whenever we are taking a closed vessel, means this is a liquid and we close it with a container or plate. So what happens? From the liquid it is going, means the molecules, the vapor molecules going escaping from the liquid from space, empty space. Okay, these are vapor molecules. This is about nature of molecules. What do you mean by surface of liquid here? So its surface of liquid is nothing but here these vapor molecules again is converted into liquid. That one we call it as condensation. That one about the surface, means surface only, no, this one the vapor molecules if it is presenting in the liquid means what? The surface of the liquid. That one we call it as condensation. So at equilibrium condition what happens? Rate of evaporation is equals to rate of condensation. So by this we can say about vapor pressure, means the pressure exerted by the vapor molecules in a liquid at equilibrium condition, we call it as vapor pressure. So coming to effect of temperature means what here? Effect of temperature is nothing but if temperature of a liquid increases, kinetic energy increases and also automatically evaporation increases. If suppose when we are heating this liquid, what happens? The vapor pressure is equals to the atmospheric pressure. That one we call it as boiling point of the liquid at given temperature. So when we are heating the liquid at a given temperature, automatically vapor pressure is increasing. But coming to boiling point, what happens? It is decreasing. That one we call it as volatile liquids. Volatile is nothing but what? Easily it can evaporate. Okay, that one we call it as volatile liquids. So this is about liquid in liquid solutions. Now coming to solid in liquid solutions. Vapor pressure of a solid in liquid solution. In this you will be getting very important topic, that is Raoult's law. So solid in liquid solutions means what here? Generally we have to take solid in a liquid. Means what? For example, salt, sugar molecules, that all will contain a solid in liquid solution. Now coming to here, solid in liquid solutions means what? Here any salt is added to the liquid, that we call it as solid in liquid solutions. Now I'm taking, it consists of pure solvent, means volatile solvent and non-volatile solvent. Okay, so non-volatile means what? Volatile solvent and non-volatile solvent. Volatile means what? Here easily evaporate, means easily escapes out, that one we call it as volatile. Not easily evaporate, which cannot be escaped, that one we call it as non-volatile solvent. Okay, now let us take two containers. With a closed one, two closed containers. Okay, so here I am taking only liquid, means only water I am taking here. This one meant for pure solvent, means what? Here only water I have taken without any mixing. Here I am taking solution, I am taking. Okay, so this is only solvent. Why? Because only one thing, solution means what? Here solute should be there and solvent should be there. And coming to these two, pure solvent and solution, which will be the higher? So this will be the higher, this will be the lower. Okay, this is higher, this is lower. Why? Because so in this I am adding some solute molecules. Okay, this is only pure solvent. I have already explained you liquid solutions about this. And coming to here, solution, solute plus solvent. So means what? It consists of solute and also solvent molecules, where solute consists of non-volatile solute, which cannot be easily escapes out. If you take sugar molecule, it cannot evaporate. Yes or no? So those type of molecules we are taking in the water, means sugar and water I am adding. So what happens? It cannot evaporate, it can dissolve and it can forms the what? It is going to form a homogeneous mixture. So these molecules also will form in a closed volatile content. So here I have told you pure solvent means when a non-volatile solute, this is a non-volatile solute, is dissolved in water, means volatile solvent. So what happens? The observed means the vapor pressure of the solution is less than the pure solvent. So why the vapor pressure of the solution is less than the pure solvent can be explained due to the vapor pressure of solution is less than the pure solvent, is explained due to the what? Kinetic, is explained due to the kinetic molecular theory. Okay, is explained due to the kinetic molecular theory. Now as I have told you here, when a non-volatile solute is dissolved in a solvent, the solute molecules are distributed, means it is soluble homogeneously throughout the solution. And so some solvent molecules on the surface, means solvent molecules on the surface are displaced by the solute molecules. So means what here, number of molecules of solute, number of molecules of this solvent will be less as compared to the solvent. So what I am saying here, when a non-volatile solute is dissolved in the solvent, so here it is containing some molecules of the, means to the surface of the solvent it is containing solute molecules. So coming to here, what happening, so why it is less, means number of molecules of solvent surface will be less as compared to the number of molecules in the pure solvent. So this is the reason, means what, rate of evaporation from the solution is less than the rate of evaporation from pure solvent. Here also evaporation is going on, here also evaporation is going on, means rate of evaporation of solution is less than the rate of evaporation of pure solvent. Okay, so by this we can say here vapor pressure is less in solutions and vapor pressure of liquid is directly proportional to the rate of evaporation, vaporization. Okay, so see here what I have told you, rate of evaporation of solution is less than the rate of evaporation of pure solvent. Why? Because here vapor pressure in solutions, vapor pressure is very less in solutions and vapor pressure is more in pure solvent. So by this vapor pressure of liquid is directly proportional to vaporization. So we can say here the difference between vapor pressure of pure solvent and that is indicated by PS, we can take P naught, and vapor pressure of solution PS is known as lowering of vapor pressure. Okay, means here delta P is equals to P naught minus PS, we can say. See here, generally what do you mean by vapor pressure of solid in liquid solutions means what? Here it consists of volatile solute and non-volatile solvent. Volatile means what? Easily evaporate, means easily escapes out, which is not easily escapes out, non-volatile. So coming to here, we are taking two containers, closed containers. One is pure liquid, another one is solution which consists of solute and solvent. Here pure solvent means what? Water. So it is going to have very high vapor pressure compared to this. Why? Because so here the vapor pressure of solution is less than the pure solvent, is explained due to what? Kinetic molecular theory. So coming to here, the solvent molecules and solute molecule, to the surface of the solvent molecules the solute molecules are present, okay, but coming to here there is no solute molecules, only what happening here, the vapor molecules is going outside. So that's why we can say the rate of evaporation of solution is less than the rate of evaporation of pure solvent. So by this we can say what? Vapor pressure of liquid is directly proportional to vaporization. So here the difference between the vapor pressure of pure solvent, that is indicated by P naught, and the vapor pressure of solution PS is known as lowering of vapor pressure. So to this, the total vapor pressure, how much we will be getting? The total vapor pressure is equals to P naught minus PS. So mainly the lowering of vapor pressure, what happens? It depends upon quantity of solute. Lowering of vapor pressure mainly depends on how much quantity of solute present in the solution on the surface of liquid. Okay, so the difference between vapor pressure of pure solvent or vapor pressure of solution, we call it as lowering of vapor pressure. But coming to here, the lowering of vapor pressure mainly depends upon the quantity of solute in the solution on the surface of the liquid. We call it as vapor pressure, lowering of vapor pressure. So by this we are going to determine the relative lowering of vapor pressure, which is discovered by Raoult's law. So relative lowering of vapor pressure here is nothing but relative lowering, RL Vp, we will say relative lowering of vapor pressure is nothing but here it is ratio of the vapor pressure, lowering of vapor pressure to the vapor pressure of pure solvent, means P naught minus Ps by P naught. This one we call it as relative lowering of vapor pressure, means the relative lowering of vapor pressure is nothing but what here? The ratio of the lowering of vapor pressure to the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. What do you mean by lowering of vapor pressure here? P naught minus Ps. Okay. The ratio of lowering of vapor pressure to the pure solvent of vapor pressure. That one we call it as what? Relative lowering of vapor pressure. What do you mean by relative lowering of vapor pressure? The ratio of lowering of vapor pressure, means here the lowering of vapor pressure and to the pure solvent of the vapor pressure, that one we call it as relative lowering of vapor pressure. So tomorrow I will explain you about Raoult's law. Thank you.